Hello, hello, hello. It is Pamela DeBruce Smith. It's just I have bad connection, so if I cut out, I need you guys to tag me and let me know that I'm cutting out. I want to say good afternoon. It is Thursday afternoon. I'm going to tag some of you guys. Hold on, there's a way to do this where there's music, right? Let's see if we can do it. Ready? How about that one? No? Can't do that? What about that? Not doing that either. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to tag some friends and then we will get started. How are you doing this afternoon? I hope you're having a blessed afternoon. I hope things are going great. I had the most amazing conversation, or really the most amazing day yesterday, and it's been an amazing morning already today. It has been fantastic. And so I'm gonna hi Megan, how are you? I hope you guys can see me well. I'm trying to be in the dark so I can actually see. I'm not gonna be able to do this. So anyway, I'm not gonna be able to read the comments. If I come out here, then I cannot see what's being said. So I'm gonna talk just a second about health. I know I talk about it all the time, and yet I want to be able to say that I don't necessarily want to talk about keto. Although I eat keto, I live keto, I talk about keto, I publicly speak about keto, I train keto, I cook keto. I think it's so funny. I had someone message me yesterday and they wanted to know about keto, and they spelled it Queuteo. Queuteo. Keto. So, yeah, that's great. And yet there's more to health and wellness and to being fit and having vitality and going after life. There's way more to it than just eating some fats, okay? So I want to talk about how health and wellness is a choice. You have a choice every single moment, every single day. You have a choice to be able to be healthy, to what you're going to put in your body, what you're going to put in your mind, what's going to go to your mind and your spirit through your eyes and your ears. What environment are you going to be in? What activities are you willing to do? I got a car wanting to run me over. Am I in the right spot? Where are you going to sit to do a live? You know, you choose every single day what you're going to do when it comes in your health and your wellness. Last night, I sat in a group of, now this was like the third conversation I had yesterday. I don't know, I must have looked extra young yesterday, but I was talking to some 20-something-year-olds, and they were like in their late 20s, right? And so this one girl who was particularly boisterous and outgoing and really sweet. They were all a fun bunch of, I say young kids, right? My kids are the ages of these people that we were talking to. Now, Jim wasn't with me when we first started talking. And so I was sitting there talking with them, and they're chatting about life and about kayaking and about hiking and camping and who does it and who doesn't and why. And one girl, the same girl said, I don't like to be that active. I don't know about all that. That seems to be too much. I get too close to this building, I don't get a connection. Dang it, I want to be in the shade. Okay, so they're all chit-chatting, right? And the one says, I guess she was 28, and the one says, well, it's really important that I make enough money so that I can go down to Costa Rica or somewhere in South America, because I'm going to need a team of doctors around me. I said, you need a team of doctors around you? She goes, yeah, I need a team of doctors around me. I said, why do you need a team of doctors around you? She goes, well, when you get old, it's just inevitable. Life your body starts falling apart, and pretty soon you just can't afford to stay alive. I said, really? Is that true? That's true. Wow. So what do you mean a team of doctors? What kind of doctors? Well, you need the podiatrist. You need the heart doctor. You need, he started rattling off all these specialists. And in order to be able to afford all the medication that you take when you're older, all the medication that you take when you're older, and all the ailments that you have. God is so good. All of a sudden, everybody on the back patio area of this coffee shop decided to go inside. And now I've got the patio by myself. And so I can go sit in the shade and talk to you guys. Isn't that a blessing? Favor. Okay, so she's sitting there talking to me about how it's so important to have these doctors, because you got to be able to afford the medicines. You got to be able to afford the doctors. You got to be able to afford all this stuff. I kind of chuckled to myself, and I said, well, so I'm just curious what kind. Now at this point, Jim walked up and sat down next to me. So I'm curious, what age are we talking about? What age is getting older? Because apparently getting older means running towards the grave, apparently. So, I said, what age is getting older? She goes, well, from 30 on, you basically start going downhill. I said, how old are you? She said, 28. And at this point, I'm laughing. And I said, and then a couple of them chimed in. They said, well, it's not like you can reverse aging. And I said, I gotta be honest with you. I beg to differ. What are you talking about? It's like you can't change your DNA. You can't change your genes. You can't change your aging. You can't change all this stuff. I said, I beg to differ. Like, what are you talking about? And then one goes, well, how would you even know? I said, because, ladies and gents, I'm 50. So, if old and decrepit starts at age 30, I'd already be in Costa Rica with my team of doctors. And I got to be honest, I'm not on one medication. I don't need a team of doctors around me. What I need around me is good, solid, healthy, fresh food. That's my team of doctors. And then if I have a couple of things going on, I take some supplements, to speed up the process, because everybody likes a shortcut, right? I like to press the easy button. It was amazing how, I hope I'm not cutting out now. I am away from the building and everybody is gone on this. Look at this. Everybody just left. This place was packed out here and now everybody's gone. So I beg to differ. I'm going to ask you the question. Hey, Nathan! I talked about you today, mister. Nathan is my son. He is my oldest of my entourage of my 4 and Jim's 6 kids. And he is the grand poobah of all of us. And Nathan is 28. And so I was talking with a bunch of 28-year-olds, 26, 29. One of them was 32. And the 32-year-old said, yeah, it's true, man. I started getting sick around that. I started having issues at 30. Now, mind you, they didn't know. It was a little bit dark out, so, we're going to have to forgive them for this. But they didn't know that I was over 30. They thought I was just one of them, which I'm totally flattered, by the way. I thought that was the best ever. And so I said, look, I'm 50, and there's no reason to be stuck on medicines and to be now confined to crutches and wheelchairs and hobbling along and just waiting to die. I mean, come on. Life is about every single day, these little choices that you make. If I make 80% to 90% of my choices and I choose health things like fresh fruits, organic fruits and vegetables that are locally owned and grown, grass-fed beefs and meats. I get a lot of the meats from Amish places or farms around where I live. A lot of good healthy fats. I stay away from majority of carbs. Am I perfect with that? No, you guys, I'm not. But I will say that 80% to 90% of my choices are solid choices. And it's been that way in my life for a very long time. I move every day. I meditate and pray and commune with God every day. And I choose really, really healthy foods. And then the easy shortcut button is I take supplements. So it's really important to do these things. And if you've never done that, I looked at them, I said, God, if you don't make those choices now, you will have exactly what you're talking about. But I'm letting you know that you can reverse aging. I look younger now than I did in my early 30s, my late 20s. I look younger now than I did in my late 20s and early 30s. And the reason is I decided at that point, I think I was 28 or 29, and I said, that's it, line in the sand. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I decided to grab my health back. In fact, get healthier than I've ever been. And it's put me on this path and this journey, not only to help myself, but to help other people. It's important to connect with those that are successful in the area you're looking for. If you are struggling with getting older, if you are struggling with aging and ailments and aches, I don't have an ache. No aches. I used to ache in my neck. I had a car wreck 12 years ago now. I had a car wreck and it crushed, literally it's fused together 7 vertebrae in the back of my neck. And so I got the old lady turn, where you couldn't turn your neck. Like, oh, what's that over there? I don't have that anymore. I literally, look at this. I can turn it quite a good distance now. I don't have any aches and joints and pains and issues and, swollen this and swollen that. I don't have that because of the daily, minute by minute choices that I make. I have a lot of classmates I graduated from high school with that have a lot of ailments. We've had a lot in our graduating class that have already passed away. So really, what these young kids were young adults, what we're talking about, it's true for a lot of my classmates. And yet, I don't struggle with a ton of overweightness. I don't struggle with inflammation. I don't struggle with being sick. I want to think of the last time I got a cold. It was a couple years ago. I don't get a cold. I can get around people, hug and take care of people that have a cold. I don't worry about getting sick. I don't worry about any of that stuff because every single day I make a choice to take care of myself. And sometimes that's this meal. Sometimes that's this moment. Sometimes that's, I have a lot of pressures on my life right now. I'm having a really hard time to mentally clearing it. I may call a friend that can help me pray, help me meditate, help me look at a YouTube video that'll get me out of the funk that I'm in so that I can make a good choice. You have to surround yourself with some people that are where you want to be. Let me say that again. You have to surround yourself with people that are already achieving what it is that you would like to have in your life. Now, too many of us have way too many excuses when it comes to this. So I would eat healthy, but my husband, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry to all you men out there. There is a society thing that has started long ago that when in doubt, blame the spouse. And women are notorious. I know, because I listen to them. I talk to more women, and they're always so busy blaming the husband. Here's the deal, ladies. Your health, your body, your mind, your spirit, when you die and go to heaven, you and you alone will answer to Jesus Christ and to God. You and you alone. You will stand by yourself. And you will not be standing behind your husband. It will not be your husband's fault. What choice did you make with the body that was given you, with the time that was given you, with the mental faculties that were given you? What choices did you make? I'm not judging because I totally understand this one. I really do. Well, I'm cooking for him and he doesn't want this and he doesn't like that. Tough. Here's what I did 4 years ago. 4 years ago when Jim and I were really struggling a lot when it came to, I started gaining and gaining and gaining. I don't know what was going on. It was just slowly, but it was enough when I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself. And I have some pictures of that. I've lost 20, 25 pounds right in there. I'm not probably going to lose a whole bunch more at this point. But, I mean, you can see my muscles are all starting to pop out again. And I was gaining. And I drew a line in the sand again. And I said, oh, my gosh, no more. You see, I was so busy people-pleasing my spouse and my kids that I forgot to take care of me. I put myself so far on the back burner that I no longer even recognize myself when I looked into the mirror. Now I feel pretty comfortable now in my life. But 4 years ago, on Thanksgiving morning, I looked in the mirror and I went, enough. Screw this. I'm not eating mashed potatoes today. I'm all done. I am done with stuffing. I am done with mashed potatoes. I'm done with the shit that is going to make me not recognize myself. I'm all done with it. So, what did I do? I went to my husband's family gathering for Thanksgiving, and I ate keto. And my husband was like, Jim, oh, what are we into now? I said, look, I know you struggle with wanting this kind of lifestyle, and I struggle with the fact that I have to have this lifestyle. So here's the deal. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. And when I cook, this is what I'm going to cook. I'm cooking keto. And I do most of the grocery shopping. So when I grocery shop, I'm not going to buy non-keto things. If you want snacks and non-keto things, you go buy them. If you want to eat something non-keto, you go eat it. No judgment. No judgment. You do you, and I'll do me. That's how that's going to go down. I'm going to cook for me, and if you guys want to eat what I cook, I will make more than just one serving. Honestly, I don't know how to cook for one serving, so I didn't mind eating leftovers, and so I had no problem eating extra. I never had leftovers, is what happened. My food tasted so much better than the traditional carb-loaded food that everyone, including my son Nathan, who was living with us just for a brief moment, for a little bit, he even enjoyed the keto more so than the other. He did his Tombstone pizza next to my keto pizza, and he was like, oh my gosh. After eating keto pizza for a while, he said, I just want my Tombstone stuff, or whatever it is that he got. So he got his frozen pizza. And he cooked it. And he goes, this tastes like cardboard next to what I've been eating. Duh, real food tastes good. Ladies, my point is, quit blaming your spouse. You're welcome, guys. Ladies, quit blaming the guys in your life. It is not their fault that you are getting fat. It's not their fault that you're getting sick. It's not their fault that you're looking like a balloon because you're all inflamed. Make a decision for you, and then follow through with it for you. You see, blaming your husband is just simply an excuse, and I don't care where he is. Jim was very adamant about the eating. He was, and he was a little bit miffed at me for making the switch. And yet, about a month into it, after he had been eating quite a bit of keto, he started dropping weight, feeling full and dropping weight. And he's like, it's crazy how good this tastes and how much I'm enjoying it. So he made the switch, and Jim's dropped about 60 pounds, give or take. We don't own a scale anymore, but he's dropped a lot of weight and is continuing to drop. You drop body fat, you keep all that nice, sexy, lean muscle, and you drop the body fat. So my point is, when it comes to health, you need to make a choice at this moment. You have to be intentional with right here, right now. And then, if I choose to go hang out with some friends and they cook, and they invite us over for dinner and they cook and it's not keto, I go and I enjoy and I do their thing the best that I can. And then the next day I make some different choices so that I can go ahead and clean out what I need to clean out. I don't go to someone's house and snub my nose. God said, when you're with these people, enjoy their company. And when you're with them, enjoy their company. That doesn't change my belief systems about being healthy. Just because I decided to have some noodles that night or whatever it is. I don't know what it would be, but I typically don't have a problem because there's usually meat and veggies in every meal. So meat and veggies, that's all I really need. A sweat bee just got me. How about that one? You need to make a decision right now for right now. And those decisions start adding up, and then your health starts coming back, and then you start reversing issues in your life, and then you start reversing diabetes, and then you start reversing heart issues, fibromyalgia, inflammation, digestive systems issues. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't have to get older and be decrepit. You don't have to be 50 and be full of wrinkles and look like crap. You can choose to look good, feel good, bring your sexy back, not have an issue. Take it from me. I've been doing this a very long time. Trainer of 20 years. I started the search of getting healthy when I was sick so much as a kid. I was hospitalized and was near death multiple times when I was young. Asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia. And somehow inside of me, it just didn't make sense that I had the issues. All of them, all three of those issues were caused by inflammation, which I now know is caused by the foods we eat. Does that mean I never will eat a bagel again? No, that is not what that means. And yet I choose how many carbs go in. You know, the average American diet has anywhere from 400 to 600 carbs in a day. Low carb, high fat diets, that's not keto, but close. You can pop in and out of ketosis. Low carb, high fat, you're looking at probably 100 to 150 carbs in a day. Even if you were to do that, just get yourself some fresh veggies, some good olive oils and avocado oils, and some nuts and some berries and some high quality meat. You're going to heal a tremendous amount of problems. There's another sweat bee around me. Tremendous amount of problems in your body. And I don't care what age you are. My mom is 70 something and is doing intermittent fasting and keto now. This is a woman that has had her own ideas of what health and wellness and fitness has been. And I'm talking about my birth mom now at this point. She started gaining a little bit of weight, and so in her 70s, and she just was struggling to lose it. So she started with some intermittent fasting, and I started talking to her about keto. So just simply make the switch to not having a piece of bread at the meal. Keep the butter, just no bread. Put the butter on your veggies. And so she's done that, and she's probably a little more low carb than she is keto, and yet she's pretty active. She's dropped 15 or 20 pounds like that. There's been no issues whatsoever. It's been very, very easy. She's been absolutely amazed now that she's finally made the switch. Look, your family and friends will come along as you stay consistent and things start changing and happening within you, within your look, within your body. Once that happens, then they start coming along. It took Jim a month. My son Nathan just ate whatever was in front of him as long as he didn't have to cook, so what did he care? Walker's been pretty much keto most of his life. The athlete, the youngest. But I have so many friends and so many family members that are struggling with pills and doctors and health issues. And I really do believe it's just most of it, 99% of it's just not necessary. I mean, it's necessary right now, but you can make some choices right now that will heal your body. And it happens at every single meal, every single grocery store visit. If you can get your household healthy in your pantry and in your fridge, then the once in a while that you go out, now I'm talking about the ones that have kids. The ones that don't have kids and it's just you and your hubby or you and your wife, I get it. Because at this point, you're only cooking for the two of you and going out is a big deal. Look, when you go out, think some meat, a ton of veggies, and put some good healthy oils on it. I keep sweetener packets in my purse. You can actually get MCT oils in your purse. Our keto coffee that I sell, you can put in a fanny pack, a backpack, or a purse, or in your car or truck. Have it at the ready. Have it ready to go so that you're fully prepared when you go out and have a cup of coffee with a friend. You just order some hot water. Rip open your keto coffee, put it in and stir it. Or you order just plain black coffee, put your keto coffee in it and stir it. And you get all the fats that you need. You throw a little sweetener packet in it, you're good to go. You have to be prepared. You make a choice when you go to the grocery store to buy those individual sweetener packets or those MCT oil packets or the keto coffee from me. So you just prepare yourself so that 90% of the time you're making really solid choices. And then the little bit that you don't, you can easily make up for it. It's not that big a deal. Anyway, I just want to be able to reach out and to let you guys know that you don't have to become old, senile, and decrepit. Look, eating healthy helps dementia, Alzheimer's. I mean, it helps the way you think. It helps your skin being able to produce collagen again. By the way, we do have collagen, so I do add that into my regimen. At night, I take collagen. It's a drink. It tastes like, what did Jim say last night? It tastes like a Mai Tai. I think it tastes like a little bit like Hawaiian fruit punch. So without any of the sweeteners. So, I drink that at night. My body repairs itself. I wake up the next morning feeling and looking and acting a lot younger than even the day before. I absolutely love that. What's wrong with that? Stop buying into the fact that our society has told us that you have to get old and be hospitalized and in a nursing home and useless. That could not be further from the truth. My grandmas were all anywhere from 99 to 105. My grandpa died at 99 in a three-wheeler accident. He flipped it going up a hill, and it landed on him. You guys, you don't have to. They were perfectly vital people, mentally and physically, even in their late 90s and early hundreds. And those are not from my gene pool. I just want to make that clear. I'm adopted. So it has nothing to do with genes. Because making healthy choices, you can actually change, what are those called? Your polymers on your DNA. You can change those and lengthen them as you get older. You don't have to shorten them. It's the carbs and your insulin that's shortening those and blocking the receptors. So anyway, make some wise choices, all right? If you have any questions, if you want any help, reach out to me. Drop me an emoji with a raising hand. Drop info. Pick me, say me in the comments, or message me. I'm happy to talk with you for 30 minutes or an hour and help you get back on the right path. All right, let's connect. I've been doing this a long time. I've got a lot of experience with it. Stop lying and pretending. Let's get on the right path. All right? Red Fox, Pamela Smith, signing out.